Starting the stream. Hola. Hello, Aria. Yo, check it out. This is the living room. Here's the couch, a table, a TV. And I apologize, but currently the PlayStation is still, under construction. But I do have the curvature of the PlayStation out already. And just need to fill it back up. And the guest bedroom, a large flat screen TV, a sofa, and the bed. Little artwork on the wall. And yes, that is the carpet, but yeah, mini version. Must say, this stuff is taking quite a bit of time to arrange. And FYI, until later stuff. Hey, I'm glad you like it, right? And yes, I have flattened the vases horizontally, so they are actual 2D pictures. And yes, that is a tray. And you flatten it to make a frame. I might add more to this, but I just thought, let's have something on the wall first. And this is, I did get inspiration from other creators as well. And yes, use the snow. Yes, it is flattened, also a bit puffy. Kinetic, hello. Yo, check it out. Got the living room, the couch. By the way, Kinetic, still waiting on your next stream. I've been holding that for so long. Every day I check, it's like, oh, Kinetic has streamed 8 days ago. It's all good. Frostgale, hello. Welcome to the live stream. But yes, another quick update. So I did add this, kind of blocking things. Don't want people seeing into the bedroom. A low couch, low table. This was my first attempt at making like a TV screen. Right, and as I said, the PlayStation is still under construction, but I do have the curvature, right? And then I need to find something that does a curve like this for the PlayStation, and then I'll figure out how to make a controller. But yes, and this side, this is the room, guest bedroom 1. There's gonna be 2, but here's like a large, I don't know, God knows how long, 72-inch flat screen TV. And here's a bed with some little cute artwork. And then there's like the puffiness because it's actual snow. And yes, it's a large ass couch and large ass bed. You can see like how there's stuff come down from there. Because yeah, I just use snow and flatten it. Bareback. Yo, them gains, yo. You can even make a movie theater, lol. The problem with this is I'm making the like I love this guest bedroom, right? I don't know what I'm gonna be doing about my room, but we'll see. Right. I will try to make things different in each room, but by the way, I'm also kind of starting to dig this like half cut open house. You know, it's like from a perspective where you know how you have maybe not everyone. I mean, I didn't have one, but I would still see those doll houses, and then you can get like a side perspective. This is something like that, which I think is pretty nice. But today's game plan is, the usual of 8 p.m. guild party, and there's also the breaking army we need to attend to. But after that, unless people need help with like the guild raid or the 5-man, we will probably just be working on this house. Also, yeah, starting to do a bit of the office. Got the table there. I might, do some other stuff around there, but it is confirmed that I will have this chair so I can actually lie down on it. Hello, game. But yeah, laid back office space. And I still have no idea how to do the toilet, but I'll figure that out. And also need to, I'm still stuck on the idea of the kitchen table, what I want to be. And most likely just gonna make this in like a walk-in pantry. Just have two sides where it's full of like shelves, and then try to add a bunch of food in here. And little update on the sink. I have flattened things out so it looks like one actual piece of, bottom surface. And still, the drainage is still there. So pretty cute, pretty cute. Yeah, not much else has changed. But with that being said, there might be a part of the stream where I have to do some more collecting, because I am kind of running low. Much needed. I missed having a walking pantry. Yo, it feels so good. You see, the problem with me having a walking pantry is it's never gonna be full, right? I could stock up the entire pantry, and the problem is like in like a couple days, it's empty. I need to. Hello? I'm doing shot here. But again, yeah, the like a couple days later, everything's already gone, and I need to restock again. Like how fast I buy groceries is how fast I finish groceries. Does that make sense? Every time it's like, oh, I'll prepare it for like 3 days worth of food. Oh, it's probably gone in like 2 days. If I prepare for a week, it's probably gone in 3 days. Yes, it does. And then probably have like a counter here or like a bar here, right? Originally, I was just gonna have it for drinks, but as I was just talking to you, I thought maybe like a counter for a bar. You know, not bad, not bad. But man, that lower. Uh, like this bed is nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my room yet. It's like at the very beginning, you make a masterpiece. Well, I mean, obviously there's ways to improve it, but now you need to make a greater masterpiece. And I've kind of decided the third floor will probably just be like a garden and have seats available where you can also barbecue, have a DJ, stuff like that. But if you guys have any ideas, please do let me know. And also, Frostgale. Have you played this game before? Just out of curiosity. Never mind. I'm pretty sure you have. Let's see. What else do I know? I think it's. I remember minimal style I have been playing. Yes, from Thailand, and I told you about the bosses, right? About the wolf boss, and you told me how your partner in game helped you defeat the world boss. So, by the way, the Thailand phrases that I know, obviously there's the sawadika, or was it ka or cup? There's one for male and one for female, and kopunka. And then another phrase that um, my friend told me because they brought me to Thailand before, right? And then they said, whatever happens, just make sure you say "pomishai kuntai." Crap. Yeah, and then and that's all. And then there was what else was there? Oh, I think it was "sui jing jing," something like that. Um, but yes, that is the extent of my Thai language. That's it. I am thinking of putting like a probably a shelf here, right? Because this does feel a bit empty. I originally was thinking of maybe moving this over, but still debating. And yeah, I think a bar right here would fit quite nice. Have a small shelf here. I might have to stick this out a bit more so that I can actually make it into an open balcony. Plenty of work to do. So much to do that I don't know where to start. All right, you know what? Let's finish this up. Rayski! How we doing? How we doing? Yo, check out the new stuff I've added. And again, I know you just... Good evening, good evening. I know I talked about it already, but here's a quick update just for Risky. Couch, table, my first attempt at making a TV, and PS5 in progress. Here, guest bedroom 1. White, fluffy bed with large, fluffy sofa. God knows, I don't know how large that is. 72-inch flat screen TV. It's not really flat, to be honest. But let's just say it's flat. It rolls off the tongue easier that way. A little artwork here. Right? And yes, that is that. But little framework, paintings. Maybe add something there. And sometimes I just feel like, yes, there's the frame there, but you don't actually have to have anything. All right, shelf. Can make a large shelf, tall shelf. Or should I add like a table, nightstand right here? If the nightstand is here, yeah, I can make a nightstand like here and have like lighting here and it goes onto it. But a shelf, I mean, instead I probably could make the shelf here instead, right? And here's like a simple diagram. Any table now. Okay. Game. Oh, we have a visitor. Oh, Empress Hi. Hello. Hi. You know what? Just for our new viewer in Frostgale, let's do a quick town tour after this. Yeah, it'll. Is that gonna stick out there? No, right? What about here? Ooh. I guess more like. Wait, what? Okay, that's gonna work. Something like that, and probably a shelf. Let's just put this as a placeholder for now. That's probably going to be something like this large here. And I don't know what to put. Toiletries. By the way, this stand does look pretty nice for toiletries. Like I wouldn't mind having this in my house. You know, you have like your shampoo, your what do you call it? Hairspray, hair gel, and maybe like a bath towel rag, and then you have your dirty clothes on the bottom. Yo, this shelf is actually pretty sick. I wouldn't mind having this in real life. Anyways, oh no, mine is only level 9. Honestly, the homestead is the level pretty much, aside from a few things. For example, here you get more blueprints for like hitting certain levels, right? Aside from that, the homestead only just gives you more resources to use, because for the shop here, I mean, I think you don't have to work on it too hard. And by the way, the version in China, right? They have, I think, levels. I saw someone have like level 17, level 20. So take your time. But for example, there is, facilities or furniture that cost gourds. The higher your level, right? The faster you will get these gourds to purchase these items for the build that you want. And also, there are some furniture. Like here, it costs wood, right? Arya, if you need help, just feel free to let me know. But you see this wood, right? This is not wood from your inventory. This wood is from the homestead inventory, which is separate. Yes, your own inventory you can deposit in there, but there's a weekly limit. So if I have higher homestead, supposedly I would be able to farm more wood timber, right? These would be a higher level to farm even more for me to buy the stuff I want to use in these builds. So supposedly, yes, most of the stuff, like at level 6, you should be able to build like mine. Just use your imagination. Hey. Hello. Hang on. Let's do a tour for Frostgale. There's stuff that's much easier to see during the night, some during the day. For example, because the main entrance is from over here, the stone is over there, you walk over. So the entrance to the town is here. You have me welcoming you right here. That is my OG outfit. Ooh, cats. SMG, Solo Man Gaming, right? Here, I made a welcome desk or information table. You got me there as well. There's people getting ready. And this is the kitchen area. In the back, you'll see plenty of, details and stuff like that. Let's go during the day. Right. Now the wood to keep the fires running, the pots or the, what do you call this, vases, to keep the sauces in, dishes. I made sure they all have a knife on the this is separate as well. A lot of people think that this is part of the build, like the actual table, but no. Made sure that they have knives on there as well. And then these, just in case if it rains, racks to hold up like some towels and rags. Sample dishes. Cargo for food delivery, stuff like there. A secret garden with a secret drinking area. That's hidden pretty well. Next up, we have the actual restaurant here. Right. Actual dishes. Cook among the rain. Hey, hey. They're not being paid. Shh. But you know, here, dishes that serve. By the way, this is all placed separately, right? And you know, like for example, when you go to a Chinese restaurant, there's always like these two things. One is soy sauce, one is vinegar. Details matter, right? There's my own VIP section. Kinetic, hello, welcome back. Yo, shout out to Kinetic, making sure that hitting the gym. Right, if I don't go to the gym for a week, my mental starts to wobble a bit. And here, yes, a little bridge. The idea is to have, you know, this kind of view within the, although yes, granted this place is not complete and this wall's there just for fun, but there are a lot of places where you can take amazing shots. I slacked for a bit, but this weekend, yo, lock in, seatbelt on. Wait, seatbelt fasten. English is hard. But yeah, a lot of amazing places to take pictures. And then sometimes at night, the moon is over there, right? You can be standing right here looking up with the moon in the background. Here, a workers' rest area, right? There are people that might be doing some studying, people drinking some tea, snacking, having water, wash area with a rag, right? Workers' rest area. By the way, again, one of the most favorite structures I have within this entire village is this. I love this. It just feels right. Anyways, moving on. This way. There wasn't a clear, like, road. Because most of the road is like this. Or like wood. So I decided to make my own road. And if you look carefully, these are all individual rocks. And you place them one by one. All the way down to actually make a road. Right? And then here is like a night market. I played so much Cutie Clash and the number has it. Well, I think that is for, because you need the, by the way, I haven't been doing that at all. Don't you need to be doing the actual, like this? And this, I really love this as well. And maybe, like, obviously, as you can tell, I haven't been doing farming the cutie clash at all, right? The moment after I got the Duchess, I stopped. Right? I didn't even get these, which you guys should know is kind of like blasphemy, but sacrilegious. But yes. And here, it's like a kind of night market. 9 hours left and a half. Yeah, work. As you guys know, like work comes first, right? I mean, as much as I would love to play around, have fun, but gotta go touch grass. And since none of us are doing this full time, I mean, I wish I could in the future. But yes, here is like kind of a night market. During night, these lights do light up. Right. And then since I can't have actual NPCs, so I got stone statues instead. Right. If they were actual live NPCs, I, I put them where they would be standing. It's kind of like a night market with flowers, art, mainly because it leads to this other, like, you know, resting area for NPCs. Whether they could be drinking, they could be having some tea stands here, food stands. And obviously, since it's a tea stand, you have a bunch of water kettles. Like relaxing after long days of work. Like, an actual town and what it would feel like. There are some people sitting this way because they're looking up to the moon. You see? Like this picture by itself. Doesn't it feel like an actual character? And those are the dorms for, like, this is the male dorms. This is the female dorms for the NPCs. And this is my place. Having actual water. And there are a bunch of Easter eggs that I put in here. Most of them I've shown on stream, but there are a few that I still keep hidden secretly. And here, since it's the entrance to my house, other people have a guard. Oh, you mean this one? Yes. I do have an NPC that's sometimes like you walk around and there's an NPC just sneaking there, peeking around the corner. But yes, here, yeah, other have a dog house. I have a cat house. And Daz actually sleeps here at night, but he's looking around right now. We'll see in a bit. This is his house, right? You got some food, you got some water. And then I've even gone inside, right? It's hard to get the angle. But he actually has a shelf inside as well. Like in the cat house. Will anyone... Oh, hello, Dax. It's kind of stuck on something, but... Moonwalking Dax. Do I need to, like, incorporate this detail? No. Like, Dax got pens to, mark down who comes in and out. Some tea to serve. And then gotta keep this area fresh. Some incense, some lighting. Some toys. It's all right, Dax. We'll wait. Wait till you actually go inside and sleep. Oh, it's daytime. Never mind. Let's try that again. Will Dax go to sleep? Oh, dang. I'm missing out. Guild time. All right. Pause. My bad. I forgot. I was so I was having so much fun giving you guys a tour. No worries, Froscale. This is taking longer than expected. Weird. Hello, game. Bruh. It's not fair. I want to sit at the top as well. But I'm stuck down here. Boo. Oh, Snake Doctor. It's not too bad. I know Frostgale is AFK, but Snake Doctor is pretty straightforward. Interesting. 704. Ooh, not confirmed though. Literally 1 second. Oh. So only Mohis skill can craft these mixed divine crafts. Yes. And it should be tomorrow. The third one is coming out. And by the way, it's this stuff. Right? There is the fire, there is the water. Next should be poison. And what you do is you need someone that is actually in the Mohis Hill. I'm pretty sure you can just go to like the open world or have a friend in your guild that is in the Mohis Hill to craft it for you. Just knock them out. You just literally go to the open world, right? And you turn on wind sense, and it'll have the same figure as a someone being in an injured state, but instead of being injured, it will ask like, do you want to expose them for being a fake? Right? Not in the Mohist. I mean, not in the sect, but in the Mohist. I don't know how to say that. Mohist Hill. Like for example, me, I'm in Silver Needle, so I expose them if they are disguised in Silver Needle. Let's see if we can find one. Knock them out, and they will be caged up, right, and forced to make one for you. But I had really nice guild mates that they do go for the Mohis Hill. I think one of them or two of them's even an elder there. But regardless, they were literally asked me, like, do you have the divine craft? I'm like, no. Yo, like, come knock me out. Pause, but but yeah. And after that, you literally just it arrives into your mail, claim it, and into your bag, and use it to activate it. What is going on with my loading today? Was there an update? No one's here. Oh, there you go. Like this, right? If you go to them, select identity, you can expose disguise. Oh no, it's a one-time activation thing, right? Go here, gear, divine craft. Well, this one's not available yet, but here, fire, and you can activate it. And then after that, in the future, you can just craft as much as you want. It's a one-time activation. A 35 stream streak. I remember I had an extra one. Or maybe I used it already. Yeah, and same thing as like craft here. Brew medicine, yeah. But don't forget, you actually need to go get the fire oil, aqua wax, the toxic powder. Yeah, because for example, the fire, right? This is what you usually get from the torches and stuff. And here you use the fire and poison. You get fire or cinder ash, fire and water, scorching flame, water and fire, deep pool, water and poison. Yeah. No, there's. I think it's separate. There is one that is. Yeah. This is one separate one, and this is another separate one. It it's just since I've never been the one that crafts them, I don't know if there is an option for which one they will craft you. So much people AFK. What is wrong with my character? Am I still dead? Yeah, they um I'm pretty sure you'll see them caged up, right? I think it's like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. And then after it is done, you will see something arrive in your mail. I don't think. Oh yeah, check it out. Justing Sage, a rank, preseason rank #1. No problems, Kinetic. Anytime. Funny Buddha. Oh yeah, because they do get a bump on their head and they are actually injured. So it would be considerate to actually, heal them after. Yes. By the way, if you need fire oil, I usually go here, the Blissful Retreat, to farm for the fire oil. I have plenty of what do you call it? Poison, so I don't ever need to farm for poison. I mean, I still farm for it, but the farm that I go to for poison, I usually get it for other stuff. If you want here, kinetic, in the future, like here, you can still build, right? And what I've done is here, you build a ladder. Because in here, you could only single jump. And just collect from these embers. Right? Why? Because, well, simple. All these embers can be claimed. You just go in a circle. And okay, yeah, because honestly, if you're just playing for normal, it's not like these are not much needed. Like just playing for the campaign. But for example, if you're all right, we're doing a 10-man with 9-man. If you're doing like speed run stuff, then yes, it is very important for you to collect all of those. Because certain bosses will have more suitable for dealing damage wise. Damn. Oh, no wonder. Hmm. Interesting. Seems like we need to play a bit more safe on this boss then. That's weird. Hmm. Uh-oh. Someone's gonna get their ear chewed out of them. Oh, yeah, I am using poison, right? Yeah. So not only do we have a new friend, we're also down a man. So technically we're down two. Man, I got greedy. Good God. Yo, the heavy lifting. God. There is 2. But to get the other one, you need to knock someone else out. Yes, it is that. It is like that. And uh, something that honestly I don't know is if they choose which one they craft for you. Right here, the one that's not open yet is the poison one, right? And I'm guessing you got the water one, but there's one for fire as well. There should be a mark. Hey, Arya, thank you for the 100 bets. All right, all right. Yeah, I think that is the correct way to do it. The actual way to do it. Because for me, I got it through my guildmates, right? And they were kind enough. And when I got the fire one, like it was the only one available. And like the week after, when the water one came out, yeah, that was the only one that I didn't have, so they gave me the water one because that was the newest one. In your case, you might actually need to actually let them know, if possible. Can you like let me get the fire one? I don't know if they can choose or not, honestly, so double check with that. But all right, here is the 10 spins. Woo. Here is 1. Bruh. 2. Skamaj. 3. Spin again. Still 3. Hydrate. Here's 4. Bruh. 5. Oh, 160p gift. Congrats, Ario. This is 240 now. Here's 6. Hydrate. 7. Hydrate again. 8. Spin again. Still 8. Bruh. 9. Spin again. Maz. And 10. Nevertheless, congratulations, Arya. Did 160p. And just for you, no, it is accumulating. Since I'm here. Oh man, it forces me to go into second stage. Boo. Oh, that was fun. Trip down memory lane. Yeah, a lot of the earlier bosses are pretty much at the level of a minion now. And many are guessing that the poison one should be coming out tomorrow, so. Hang on. Is it kinetic? Oh, never mind. Yeah, makes sense. Nothing. All good. For a split second, I'm like, isn't today a work day for you? And then I realized that at following conversation, you said that you were gonna, yeah, go head to work. Yeah. And then I realized you meant like you went to the gym in the morning. Gotcha. Oh, remote today. Yeah, I was like, I thought you're headed to. Nah, you would never say remote gaming. Means just working very efficiently. I might need to make this a bit larger. Can't get in. That's gonna be a problem. There we go. Solo bar. Bar solo. The reason why I tried pushing it in was originally I might make like seats here, you know, bar stools. I probably still could, just a bit blocking this entrance. Nightstand. I was actually thinking about this one. Nightstand. What to make with my nightstand? Because you kind of want some like drawer space, right? And I was thinking this because this has the shelves already done, and all I need to do is just make it a cabinet. Big brain. It's just the top part I'm not as satisfied. Let's see. Does it work if I just... No, this is not bad. Just a large ass book. And they could look like magazines. Hehe. Hmm. That scared me. Dun, 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 dun. By any chance, did you find someone to get the fire for you. He's in Silver Needle? All right. If you don't find anyone else, let me know. I'll ask someone from my guild. Uh, yeah. Kinetic is two things. Kinetic, yes, indeed, is looking for the fire, and correction, Connect. She needs the fire. But yes. Oh, perfect. If you don't mind helping her out with making it. And if you guys want, you could just literally meet up in my homestead. And to answer your question, yes, you need to knock him out with a wooden bat. As funny as that is, I'm not joking. You actually... Wait, I thought you needed to actually knock them out. Then why did all my guildmates ask me to knock them out? I may have been deceived. Yeah. Please, trust the guy that's actually giving it to you, not the guy just building houses. All right, I have decided not to do the small stuff just yet because I can work on this room for hours, days, and weeks and still not be done with it. I will just get the basic stuff done. I mean, yeah, basic stuff done and then move on to another area. Otherwise, this house is going to take forever. Oh yeah. Funny funny story about that. When I think it was towards the end of the stream, and Reiki came in and like I asked, can I visit your build, like your guild, right? And he said like sure, of course, and said only farms. And I'm like, all right, I'll remember that. And when I added the, or when I logged back in, I saw that Reiki added me, right? But the problem was this username. I did not know who it was. And I'm like, who's this? I clicked on the profile and said, bam, only farms. Immediately knew it was Reiki. And kinetic, yes. There's so much stuff. Like even I am learning stuff every day about this game. And on Steam, I've played 1134 hours. How to build, speed strats, and I haven't even scratched the PvP side of things, like 1v1s and matchups. All right, focus. Let's work on the office. Why? Because I feel like it. I mean, I don't blame you, you know. Oh, should have just moved it to the other side. Oh well. And also, Kinetic, when you have time, feel free to check out Reiski's guild as well. He has lots of amazing builds there. I remember the maze as well. What else goes in an office? Chairs. The uncomfortable chairs for your guests. And of course, I get the comfortable one. A dark carpet, maybe. Color is this canopy? Nah, I don't want a canopy with holes. What to use? What to use? Carpet. Train you to build? How does that work? You just need, you know. I can give you the tools, like stuff like this, but the rest just comes with the imagination, right? And stuff you have seen in real life. What makes you think that, oh, this might work, that might work? Let's just go. know, but there's a bottom part. What about this? Does that look good for carpet? Hmm. What if I had that and in the middle? That's too easy of a cop out. And that looks pretty good for carpet. All right, now let's actually try to make this. So I need to make it thin. Nope, wrong way. I just made it larger, that's all. This is a nice door. But that's not what I want. Or I could just place this, by the way. See me running. Boom. Like that. Like I said, He has an amazing build. I mean, when has a streamer ever lied, right? Hmm. It's still too thick. And that's what she said. Thinner. I really have to use these? Oh, this is not bad. I could probably work with this. All right, kinetic. So I can't teach you, like, obviously there are the galleries that you could go and download and put in, right? But what I can teach you is, for example, let's say how to use these commands or the tools. I think, yeah, that's, I guess, the best way I could describe how to build. And I will also teach you how to make this white wall. And also give you the diagrams for these. All right. It's pretty much my entire set of tools that I use can that create infinite possibilities. Sounds cool. I think that's a really good basic start. You ready? Just double checking if you're actually here. It would be awkward if I said all of this and you weren't here. I'll wait until she responds. I don't need a wardrobe. Bookshelf here. Yoink. What am I doing? Just make it larger. Hello? Bam. All right. That might be a bit too large. Hello? Okay. This just looks like normal. Boo. Oh, no, no worries. Take your time. Why is it that when it comes to this one, it's so large? Kinda sticking it. Actually, all right, sir. Please move aside. You know what? This might actually work. No way. Did I just big brain? Accidental big brain? I think I did. Pog. Accidental big brain. Now I need to find a wall. What's this? Nope. Nah. And probably another painting here. What painting to use? Too wide. Let's see if it works. There we go. No, I'll leave it there for now. All right. Simple office done. Guest bedroom done. Living room ish done ish. This is off. Kitchen, kitchen, kitchen. What to do with kitchen? Oh, no worries. I'm still brainstorming on the what do you call it? The kitchen or dining table, that is. So no worries. Let me go use the restroom, and I'll be right back. And I will teach you a little bit about building, or to my best. All right, we back. Let's talk about building. Um, where to start? So, let's start with. Yeah, no, without getting into too creative stuff, I'd say something to keep in mind is resources. For personal, you just need, as you can see, ore and wood, right? Very straightforward. And some recipe or most recipes that you need to unlock, it could be through actual purchasing of said items through like the Meow Meow shop or house rental stuff. But all in all, it will tell you where to get these recipes. And for example, here, when you go to craft here, right? Construction. There are some that even like I still don't have, right? It's just, for example, these candles. The Meow Temple shop, all available. Where to buy, and pretty straightforward. There are some I think that are quest locked or Event locked. Not too sure. But in general, you should be fine with what the stuff that you have. Next up is, or actually, in correspondence to that, the homestead stuff. Let's go to, for example, here, right? Construction shop. You need to, here, there are some furniture here that require just you to use gourds. All right. Um, if your homestead is not high enough, you might not be producing enough gourds for you to keep on buying them, because sometimes you will buy a lot of them, right? For example, like these trees here, each one is 500, and on my map, as you can see, I've used quite a few trees. I mean, just when Homestead did first come out, the moment I saw the shop and how each item costed quite a bit, then I made sure I leveled up my homestead first before I start building anything. And there's also another thing to be worried about is here. Don't forget. Yes, the construction shop says each item, like each tile here is 50, right? 50 wood. I mean, in a sense, that should be all right if you're using your own personal. Yes, you do have to place items to get prosperity. And on top of that, it's only limited to the homestead prosperity. Um, just to finish this up before I finish talking about the prosperity, like this wood, it can you can only receive this timber through homestead farming or local specialties forestry. This number, it's not your backpack number. As you can see, my backpack is only 500, right? But this, I can always just go cut more bamboo to increase the number. However, this number, right? The one that's 6462, it can only be farmed by, gathered by the people that you have dispatched to go get lumber. So, quite important. And yes, there are ways around that, but it's not much help. For example, warehouse, I can deposit this into here to increase this number. However, there's only a limit of 1200 per week. Now, to answer your prosperity question, there is something that might help. First off, the most easiest ones to increase your prosperity, there are a few things to buy or to place, that is. One is this medical kit. Two is this rainbow resort. Three is the wall mounted lamp. These three are the most what do you call it? You get the most bang for your buck. Like here for 100 gourd, you get 10 prosperity. However, stuff like these other 150s, you only get 12 prosperity, right? And another thing, if you only solely want to increase your prosperity, here there is something that would be pretty helpful, honestly. You go to these diagrams and go to gallery, right? Thank you. Ooh, you have a good one, Reisky. Don't forget to stay plenty hydrated. All right, St- drink a lot of water, get some rest, and please. Hello, was Khan on YouTube? Hello, hello. Yes, I do have YouTube and Twitch both on. And Reisky, Where is this? Where is it? This. I mean, kinetic. There's this. I can send it to you if you want. But what it does is it gives you a diagram, right? Of all the most, what do you call it? I should have a sample of it. Oscar did send it to me. Yeah. Right. So what this diagram has done is like instead of placing all of those stuff randomly around, right? Right. You could, let's say, buy all 100 of those items and place them randomly one by one, right? But essentially what this diagram has done is taken all of those items that are worth the most bang for your buck and put it all into one place. Was it come? Yeah, sure. Right after I finish this prosperity thing on the what do you call it? Yeah. In fact, I could do you one better. Hang on. Hello? Oh, G, my bad. There you go. No problem. And what you do is just fill it up, right? And I highly suggest you place it as a group. Because that way, in the future, when you delete this, you don't have to literally keep on clicking, right? And as you can see, this one thing puts everything all neatly into one to increase your prosperity. All right. Now on to Wasim Khan. All right. For sakeness, I'm also at level 9 and want to increase prosperity to get to level 10. This diagram, just spam this diagram every week, right? If you've been buying this, like the items from the homestead each, like the main reason I haven't gotten to 10 is because I've been slacking. I mean, technically I can. I do have. I easily can have enough prosperity because, well, just spam the stuff. It says I'm outside industry area in blissful retreat in my mundane. So, your blissful retreat, right? I can literally create the same. Issue that you're having right now. Sometimes it's a character placement error. For example, as you can see, my character right now is literally outside, right? There should be this white line here. My character is there. If I try to build anything, it doesn't let me build. And two, technically you can build outside. For example, I do have these placed here. As you can see, these are the brewery here. You don't have to actually place it in the actual area. I think it was here. Yeah. Right. You can have it placed in your Beyond Monday. All right. What was it? So here is a quick tour. And I think the diagram should usually, it should be 100, because it usually just adds the highest amount that you can buy each week, right? Which is 100. And honestly, if you're at level 9, you could just probably just spam this. If you have plenty of gourds, again, you can buy random stuff from the homestead shop. Don't forget, you can also use these, the golden grain. It does give you prosperity quite a bit, actually. If you don't really care about like saving this up for the appearances, these are a pretty good way of getting some prosperity up there as well. And if you're down on the gourds, by the way, there's also these you can buy as well. Don't forget, these give prosperity as well. By the way, I still need to do my young master. And if you're down on gourds, don't forget, you can just go to Old Gin to sell some of your extra stuff. There's definitely stuff that you have left over, right? You just go to here, Old Gin. Not only do you go to him for doing the offers, you also go there to sell off extra items. Although the rate is not that good. In fact, the rate is pretty bad. But if sometimes it's like you have extra stuff, you might as well use it to get some of gourds to really bump yourself up. Right. And a quick tour of my incomplete village. Here is me welcoming to SMG, Solo Man Gaming. Right, welcome, welcome. Here is a welcome or information desk. You can actually sit on this. There's a chair down there. Me here. A kitchen area. Don't forget this. They can actually sit here. And, you know, kitchen stuff. Food. Ironware. Some herbs. Actual food. Rugs. Raincoats. And obviously, beside the kitchen, you have the actual restaurants. Right. If you ever been to like an actual Chinese restaurant, you know, they do have 2 sauce bottles. 1 vinegar, one soy sauce. It's a little small VIP area for myself. Just ignore the large wall. This is just for me to find things easily. This is mainly so that you can have like a picture like this with the moon in the background, your character just standing here. There are a lot of secret Photoshop or photo taking areas, scenery areas. And here we have a, what do you call it? What's the correct word? Worker resting area. Just literally spam this. This is literally the easiest way. And prosperity is just how much you spend on decorations. That's it. Your workers area. We got some people doing some studying, some tea drinking, some eating. By the way, I made this. I love it. One of it's pretty straightforward, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've seen this shelf before, but it's like I probably the one thing I don't like about this is actually probably this, maybe. It's a bit better, but tea shelves. Here. A horse pulling the wagon. Essentially, it's just the steed stable and placed comfortably right at the correct position. By the way, I couldn't find an actual like road, so I did actually just carefully place these rocks one by one. Did take quite a while, but I love the effect that it gives. You know, it feels like an actual road. How much is your diagram will give prosperity if downloaded your diagram? Are you talking about all of this? When I made all of this, right? I did not have prosperity in mind. So a lot of the things that you're actually seeing is actually just from personal. And personal stuff doesn't, except for the few things that are labeled as personal, don't give any prosperity. Because when I build like stuff like this house, right, my own house, and I'm still building, it's just for fun. This yeah. And like for example, this road rock, right? This gives zero prosperity. And as you can see, one rock is about this big. It goes on for all of this. Here, originally, the garden area, right? This is pretty straightforward. A little outline with the small rocks kind of makes it more unique. Otherwise, other people would just have this, and it'd be like, yeah, nothing new. So, a little outline to make it look more unique. Here you have a night market. Unfortunately, we can't actually have actual NPCs, so I got these stone statues. Make it as if they're actually selling. Flower markets. Guy selling flowers that's secretly selling wine. Hello, Metal Wolf. Art stall. And then a tea house, right? Busy. Boiling water. Arranging tea. Leaves. Food. Another one of these sets. Bit more disorganized because it's quite busy. How you doing? Busy day, I see. And wasn't like, don't forget, certain chairs you can sit, certain chairs you can't sit, certain chairs that retainers will sit, right? And this is kind of like the vibe at night. People, after a long day of work, come here to rest, chill, look at the moon, relax, drink with friends. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Does. Always more running around. I like to include Easter eggs into my build. So as you can see here is a guy just sneaking around the corner, peeking. Here is an art area. No, my library. And then, since it's kind of like an old Asian feel, there's an east wing and west wing. This giant character, you use the proportion thing. You know what? Since Kinetic is here and she wants to learn about building, then two birds in one stone. All right. And yes, you can have a large asteroid like this. So what people have done is actually rearrange the measurements for us already. There is a way to do it like manually, but it's quite annoying. So they've already done all the process for us, and all we need to do is use this diagram literally to copy, paste. I tried to climb that one tree one day when visiting. Yeah, even if you use like the flying thing, I don't think you're able to get to the top of this. And on top of that, there's no actual stand. You know what? Just for fun, here. Good luck. All right, back to the lesson. Right, these diagrams are all made available already. There are diagrams that make it larger, diagrams that make it thinner, flatten. Like for example, here you have that. You can have it flatten, right? You can have it smaller and flatten. You can have it thinner. Right. Oh, thank you, Wazim. Glad you like it. So what you do is, with these diagrams already, right? Because these are like heavy stone slabs. You craft it with ore, fairly cheap. Same thing with this. So the tool that you're using, right, today, the first one is place, right? You just pick up and place. Pretty straightforward. But the trick here is you use the second tool called swapping. So in the very beginning, like even when I first started, right? It'd be like, bruh, it's just why would you ever need it, right? You just swap, I don't know, this gate to another lamppost. It doesn't even make sense. But what it does is here, this enlarged stone, let's swap it for, let's say, I don't know, this bed. Are you sure? Confirm. Bam. Get a large ass bed. How large? Oh, damn. First try. You kind of get a picture reference of how large, right? And next, if you have something that's flattened, again, in proportion to the original heavy stone slab, right? Same thing, you switch to this, right? Let's say, here, I'll make it even better for comparison. A table. This is a regular table that you just build and place. Now you switch to here. Again, the same table, right? It becomes a rug. It gets flattened. And what about this one? Get rid of that. Here, swap. Again, same table, right? All right, that might be a bad. Let's go here. So. Bad demonstration, my bad. Here, swap, table, boom. More like a stool now. As you can see, same item. Looks completely different, right? Doesn't this look like one of the stands for the flowers? These. Right? So if you have something like this, where other people can only have that, oh, let me put this here. And together with another vase on top. Well, now yours looks different, where everyone else is just stuck with this, right? That's how you can, you know, change things around. So, back to was his question, right? How do I create this? I take the largest block available that they've enlarged for us. Let's, you know what? Let's place it here. Switch that to, where is it? Miscellaneous or accessory? I forgot. There. And there you go. You have a large ass model. And because of the, what do you call it? The placings of this being enlarged. Fun fact, when you actually go set the actual diagram for this, You actually have to go from underneath. Oh, still too high. There you go. From the bottom, 1,000 and you can edit action and let's say outfit plan. One of my previous. I don't know, this. Oh no, this. Save. Leave. And there you go. Right. It's just using of these like these blocks. Take that, swap it out to something, and sometimes, for example, like this is the carpet, right? I think I resized this as well. But you can make it smaller and make it into vertical, and boom, you have a drawing. Everything is a matter of perspective, right? These chairs, which is usually like this. Yes, you can. This is the original chair, by the way. Oh, it's whatever. This is the original, right? And you can enlarge it, angle it, and boom. You have pillows now, or couch sofas. I'm pretty sure, for example, here, right? This table, you've seen it, right? It's the one with flowers. But I enlarged it. I'm only taking the top half. The other half is down underneath, right? That's hidden away, but you guys don't see that. This a TV with birds on top, right? And currently still in the process of making PlayStation 5. I don't know, a 72-inch flat screen TV. By the way, check this out. An actual modern kitchen. A wok. With a spoon. And here, a grated. On top of that, I even got the air vent here, as specific as having actual vents in the back. You got an actual sink. A chopping board, right? This is a flowery chopping board, but it's actually just a table. I only took the top part of the table, of the long desk. As you can see, or I flattened it. Right. When did I finish my diagram? I haven't finished my diagram. In fact, I never finished my diagram. I don't have a diagram. This is all still under construction. Like when I made this, like just this part, right? I never saved it. Never made it into a diagram. I originally wanted to build an entire village, right? But then I hit the upper limit of the amount of structures I can have, so I had to work around. And kinetic, I mean, you could put it that way, but for me, I don't think when you build stuff like this, you're if you use patience, you're eventually just gonna run out of patience. By the way, you can also do stuff like this, having the actual water. As you know, in the Beyond Mundane, the only water source you have is here and into the ocean here. There are ways that you can do so that you can get your own water source as well, or having your own pool, right? Having people hang out at your pool. But yeah, in my like how I do it is, for example, literally it's not patience, it's just learning how to use the tools. And when you learn how to use the tools, it just feels like breathing. You don't need said patience, you just learn to operate, how to control, how to change things into the way you want it to. And then the rest is just your creation, your imagination. Like, for example, I don't know, let's use. I actually don't know. All right, sure. Let's talk about like for this area, right? This part is like these tables and stuff like this. This is before when I learned about like the resizing stuff, right? I literally just placed the table, and I thought to myself, well, this is a restaurant. I'm not just gonna have one table, right? By the way, ignore these two tables or three tables. They're not actually supposed to be there. I just forgot to place them and found the quickest spot available and just put them there. But if you look at here, you can't just have one table. You need to have several. So I put 9 down. 9, nice round number. Sometimes you're a loner. I put another table there. Right? And then I thought, well, here's a tea house. What would you have? Tea, right? Tea. And then maybe when you drink tea, you need some fruits or snacks. You put some snacks on there. At night, you need some light. Let's put on some light on each table. Not, and obviously, I'm not just gonna put it in the dead center because, well, it's kind of like people make mistakes. People are flawed, so you kind of change that to give it a bit more life, right? See, these two look like they're having an argument. In your tea house, if it's a restaurant, obviously you have several of the same things stacked and ready to serve to your guests. This guy looks like he's grabbing some tea leaves for the next batch of tea. You have several of the same snacks, and it just comes because why do I know this? Because, well, I've worked in a restaurant before, right? And this is where your personal experiences just come into play. If you're here just by yourself, you don't really need a table. You just need a table to put your tea. And then my thought process was, all right, so now that I got this area done, why don't I have a market right beside it? Because it's good for business for a restaurant, right? To have it beside a popular area. So I started using this area for a little night market. Granted, the stuff that I can sell here is not that much, but it's still a market nonetheless, right? And then people are trying to sell their flowers. Like this guy is not actual in an actual spot. He looks like he's arranging his flowers. Same with this guy. And then the way I put my lights is, let's say it's night right now. Well, I can't really see them. Then, no, probably a light should go there. And that's pretty much it. And then obviously, I mean, there's this area, but ignore that. There's the male dorms as well, right? So when you first walk in, right, you need some welcome table where there's food. Come in, some actual, you know, as a guy, like, you need to eat. Guys, eat, play some games, some mahjong as well, right? And this is definitely not enough for. Then obviously I put another table for here. Let's go in during the day. And yes, they actually do sleep. It's funny. They all wake up at the same time and move on out. It's kind of scary. And depending on where they worked or assigned, they go to their designated area. As you can see, they actually walk down the stairs, head on out. And, you know, before you head on out, you need a notice board, stuff like that. And maybe a nightstand for the guys there. Oh, I filled this up. But yes, this is for guys. 2 male dorms and 2 female dorms, right? Although the females I haven't done yet. But it's just simplified for now. Because mainly I am working on this. And as you can see, other stuff that you can do besides like our avatar is the mounts that we have. Making a large ass mount. You know, I'd say I'm far from done. Here's an office, a rug, right? This is usually a wall, as you can see, plank wall. But I've enlarged it, flattened it, and put it on the floor. So again, just did anyone tell me I can do this? No. I just saw the item in the bag here and thought, hey, this diagram would look nice as a carpet. I mean, there are more important matters. Like my own house. How am I going to build someone else's house before I've built mine? But yes. There. If you guys really art, have time, good luck. I've made a platform for you here in case you don't have an actual place to land. I'm pretty sure you can bug your way up there as well. First, obviously, to get to here, or maybe too close. Yeah, glass. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Because this is an enlarged version of the actual thing, which is pretty large already. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of like an open, but I don't mind teaching you. For example, right? Why am I fine with people like copying this when I make this into a diagram? Because they're gonna have a bit of trouble, especially mainly with the glass. But in general, even if this was an actual item, I don't mind giving up like other people my diagram. But essentially, what this is pretty straightforward. A hologram. As you can see here, it says fill hologram, but I don't fill it. But you use the tools and make it into art. That's like the blue part. But is it an actual item? In a sense, yes and no. You can't just walk right through them. But because we are visual creatures, so it kind of looks like glass, right? And there is no actual item that has like glass in it. It's all like a hole or a, I don't know, or completely filled up. So I love this glass part, and does give like a unique design or feel, and very modern like. And for example, like this stairs, right? It's just an enlarged version of this. This is the original size. Just made it into one. But make it larger. You can make stuff smaller, right? This circle part is actually just this, the walk. Just made really, really small. Same with these. Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. but I do have to complain that sometimes, despite me not saying you don't really need patience, sometimes your brain is just not braining anymore. And I think by then it's pretty good to take a break and go touch some grass. Right? By the way, this is the original tree. That's just the enlarged version. Yeah, just clear your mind. Just braining, not brain. Or brain, not braining. No problem, Wazim. Feel free to hit that like or subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. And if you're on Twitch, please don't forget to hit that follow button as well. And that's all I ask. There's me. You know what? Tomorrow I can teach a bit more about this, and it's the combination of this tool and this tool. Combination and funny, but no, the with using these two together, you can do another thing on top of resizing. But I will leave that for tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Kinetic. I mean, I did follow you. Just still waiting on that, next stream. Yeah, throwing shots here. Like, I'm more than happy to teach you guys all of like this building things because Monday, hey, I want to learn from you guys as well. By the way, this when you duplicate it, see, this is why you place it as a group. Because in the future, if you want to delete, just delete all at once. Easy. Hey, thank you for the sub. I do stream on every day except Tuesday, starting at 7:30 p.m. Taipei time. That is 11:30 a.m. UTC. And Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Guild Raid, and all the 5-man. And tomorrow, gonna be new 5-man. So we're gonna be trying to go through that tomorrow as well. But before that, I'm more than happy to teach you guys about, if I do have time. Otherwise, it would be after the raid that I would teach the thing I was talking about. And yes, and 10 man as well. And on weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I do stream my GVGs. Speaking of which, we did get first in the preseason rank placement matches. So here today we are starting off in the Jesting Sage, highest league. In first place, we also have the highest prosperity of all in our league as well. So feel free to stay tuned for that on Saturday, Sundays. However, I do have to say ahead of time that I do mute my Discord, so you will not be able to hear their commands. The only thing you'll be able to hear is the game sound and my awesome voice. But I mean, I do have to respect the guild's wishes, right? And privacy. So I do mute their voices, but still very interesting to watch, actually. Not pretty, very. I mean, I enjoy it. Yes, 5-man is sword trial, 10-man is hero storm. Thank you for the clarification. tomorrow. There's going to be new ones both. And I did see the tutorial for the 5-man and 10-man. For the 10-man, good luck finding 9 other randoms. Even if you're the only person that has seen the tutorial, right? Good luck finding 9 other people to do the mechanics. 5-man, you might be able to. Just barely find other, like 4 other randoms that know the mechanics. But 10-man or Heroes Realm, good luck. You might be doing the Heroes Realm for an entire day and still not find people tomorrow that know how to run the mechanics. So I'm probably going to be trying that out with my guild tomorrow. But yeah, that's it for me today. Obviously gonna go get some late dinner after this. Treat that. Oops. That's fine. And make sure when you place this, don't place it separately. I made that mistake before, and I was here just hitting my X button again and again and again. I think the best place to sign off. And yes, this is my guard. One of my guards for my house. But again, thank you guys for tuning into today's live stream. As usual, if you're on YouTube, please don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. And if you're on Twitch, please don't forget to hit that follow button as well. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Same time, 7:30 p.m. Taipei time, 11:30 a.m. UTC. Is there anything else I missed? I was dancing to that Squirtle. All right. Hope to see you guys. Oh, Frescale. Oh, still lurking, huh? Yes. Do have. You're free to hit that follow. Bunch of emotes I added recently, and there's. They're actually pretty cute. But yes, that will be all for today. So, hope to see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Bye. Night night.